TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
Made quick decisions. I thought Brandon was great. Anytime he had scoring opportunities, he just took advantage of them, and he did it with pace, with force, and once again, quick decisions for him was really good for us.
There was such a faster pace to this game, especially in that first half. Is that something you see for this team going forward as a point of emphasis?
Well, we got to get stops. And I thought that was the biggest key for us is our defense triggered our offense. Anytime we can get stops, force those guys to take tough shots, rebound the ball, we're at our best. We did that tonight, 10 turnovers. So it allows the offense to breathe and allows us to get quality shots.
You were pretty emotional after the game the other night against Minnesota. I know it was an emotional practice yesterday. Are you just glad the way the team responded to what has happened in the last couple of days?
Absolutely. It just goes to the character that is in that locker room. Those guys, they care about the game, they care about each other, and they all go out and play hard and they compete. And that's what we want from our teams. We believe we can have an opportunity to win games when we go out and play together. We play hard and we compete, and we did that tonight.
You mentioned playing together, 33 assists. That's a season high. I know that's really high up on your totem pole as far as sharing the basketball.
Yeah.
It really started, though, in the first half with the sharing, and it continued for the rest of the ballgame.
Yeah, the starters, they set the tone. They came out right away. It was a great defensive plan by Coach Spoon, and they executed it. And once again, when we get stops, we are at our best. And the guys rebounded the ball. We got up and ran. And I'm proud of the fact that we just shared the basketball. That is key for our team. Everybody feels a part of it, and we made shots.
And you just hit on a little bit. Your starting five got you off to a good start. Just what do you think, about how that group looked together out there?
I thought we looked really good. We worked on it in practice, the ability to execute, starting with our defense, executing our coverages, being disciplined in the things that we want to accomplish on the floor. And then we just played basketball from there. And I sat down and tried not to call a lot of plays and kind of give them some freedom, structured with freedom. And they just went out and played hard and played together.
And with Brandon, quicker decision-making was something you mentioned. Did you feel like you saw that out there tonight?
Absolutely. I think we all could see when he caught the ball in his spots, he didn't survey. He just put the ball on the floor, got to his spot, jumped up and shot the ball. That's how he needs to play. And then I thought he did a really good job of just getting his teammates involved too, setting screens, making sharp passes. His overall game set the tone for us.
And obviously, the high scoring margin was the big score tonight. But how did you feel about the other end defensively, the way you guys were playing?
Great. Proud of our ability to guard, especially this team. They have dynamic scorers with Bill and Dinwiddie, Montrez coming off the bench, and Bertans getting him back. So making it tough, making those guys take tough shots, trying to keep them out of our paint. I thought we were flying around with energy, contesting shots, rebounding and running.
And you made the move a couple games ago to put Billy in that backup center spot. What do you think he's brought to that second unit in the minutes he's got these past few games?
This is what he does every day in practice. And Billy does everything you ask him to do. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's on the bench, jumping up and down, cheering guys on. The things that he does doesn't go unnoticed. And then he just works hard. He deserved to play tonight. And, I'm proud of the way that he responds. This is what he does, though. Every day in practice, he brings this type of energy, and his teammates love him.
Bit of a follow-up to Graf's earlier question about the influence the last game had on this game. A number of times in pro sports, you do see teams come off one of their worst games with one of their best performances. Were there some specific lessons or points of emphasis that you had coming out of that game specifically that you think led to tonight's performance?
Yeah, you know what? We were on our home floor, and I just didn't think we played as hard as we are capable of. And I didn't coach to my ability. And that's a letdown to our organization, to our community, to our team. And I spoke to the team about that. And in order for us to give ourselves an opportunity, we can't get out-rebounded like Minnesota did. They had 21 offensive rebounds, and we had 23 turnovers. That is unacceptable. And we spoke about that as a team, and I'm proud of the way they responded.
How nice is it to look at the box score and see not only a win, but that JB only plays 24 minutes in a win?
It's great. We've been trying to get his minutes down a bit anyway. So to see him only play 24 minutes and still have the production that he did tonight was huge. And there's times that he needs that rest.
And then it's just 2 nights now where you emptied the bench, but we haven't seen Jackson. Is there something that he needs to do to get to that playing time, or is it anything about him not playing that he needs to get?
I'll keep those conversations private. That's between Jackson and I, and we'll go from there.
Coach, you've been in the league as a player or coach for quite a while. I was wondering if you've ever seen a half-court bank shot 4-point play before.
Not sure I've seen it, but it was timely for us. We'll take it. 4-point play at the end of the quarter.
That was to follow up on that. That was a 6-point surge at the end of the quarter. He had by himself. He made that tough kind of off-balance jumper. But how did you feel like he influenced the game, not just with his scoring, but just his style of play? Maybe even when there were some moments in the third when there could have been a little bit of stagnation.
Are you speaking about Josh?
Josh, yeah, sorry.
Josh has been great all season. And what I'm most proud of him is his leadership on and off the floor, in the huddles, with his teammates. He gets banged up. He comes back in games. He's just been a warrior for us. So he's been stable. And even, like you said, even down the stretch of that third quarter where they were making a run, he had 6 points to kind of even the score back out for the quarter. So I'm proud of what he's doing, and we just got to bottle it up and keep it going.
Scott Kushner on Zoom.
William, you touched on a little bit there, but Hernan Gomez getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it in the way that he is, does it send a message to anybody else, not necessarily just Jackson, but to your roster? Look, you get an opportunity. This is kind of what happens. We saw the way his teammates reacted. Is that meaningful, as well in that scenario? There's no hidden message in that. I'm just talking about what Billy is doing for our team and what he does in practice and the energy that he brings. It's really not nobody else. This is what he does in practice. He's a great teammate. He works extremely hard. That's not a shot or a dig at anybody. It's uplifting what he does for our team. And guys like him, they deserve to play. Sure, I just meant,
Well said. That's Coach Willie Green bringing it in, fam. Much love to the family. Appreciate y'all joining us in this installment of the Pelican postgame report, a victorious Thanksgiving Eve edition named Pels Blow Out Wizards 127-102. They return the favor to the Wizards, who we lost to a little whiles back. Pelicans respond in kind and give the Pelican Nation some love before Thanksgiving rolls in. So much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all joining us. Thanksgiving Eve in the building with the Pelican post game report. I'm Big Q chiming in this thing, and we got my co-host DC in the building as well. So big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the stream as we get going. So much love to the fam. Much love to the flock. I salute the flock. Much love, DC, my friend. Pelicans, man, get the win over Washington. Let's get into it, brother.
Yeah, man, the Pels get the dub, man. They was flying high tonight, Q. It's the first time I seen them soaring. They was soaring sky high, bro. Scored the most points. You know, they scored in a half all season. I think it was like 72 points. Put up 127 on them, bro. Came out at halftime and didn't let go of the rope, as Coach Willie would say. I mean, they was up all them points, Q. I feel embarrassed, bro. I still was nervous. I still was nervous at the halftime.
I know I was too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I said, man, I done seen this shit before, especially against we was blowing the Wizards out last time,
man,
and people came back and
with heart.
Yeah,
that's
man.
why I said they played. You can't get up off that gas pedal. The Pelicans played well enough in this one, man, to get the win. So I'm very happy. Pelicans made it happen, man, in this one, man. Let's get into the statistics. In it, 127 to 102, Pelicans are taking care of business, baby. Let's look at the field goal percentage. Start off with there. The Pelicans shot almost 46%. They were 44 of 96 tonight. 12 of 29 from downtown for 41.4%. And they shot 27 of 32 from the free throw line, 84.4%, almost 85%. So when you shoot almost 46% from the field, hit 41.5% on your three-pointers, and hit all at 84.5% on your free throws, it's going to be a great day. I'm just going to keep it real with you. And then you look at what the Wizards did, 36 of 84 for 43%, 7 of 31 from downtown for 22.6%. You look at the free throws, 23 out of 36 for 64%. Pelicans out rebounded the Wizards 52 to 45 in this thing. And of course, they circulated the ball. Like AD says, the ball is energy. Coach Willie said that as well. And it's infectious, that energy. And they circulated it very well to the tune of 33 assists tonight, 23 by the Wizards, 13 steals by the Pelicans, very active, the 2 on the blocks, Wizards advantage. And of course, the Pelicans let the Wizards make the mistakes. They had 19 turnovers tonight. The Pelicans had only 11, 24 points off turnovers. Wizards, Pelicans 15. Of course, fast break points, Pelicans by 1, 11 to 10, 54-52 on points and paint battle. And of course, the Pelicans never trailed in this game, and they led by as much as 31 as they come away with a 25-point win in this matchup. Very good game by the Pelicans in this one. Very intriguing. Moving forward, Pelicans bashed this team. And of course, the season series is over between these two as they split it 1-all. Pelicans climbed to 4-16 on the year with a very impressive win in Smoothie King Center. DC, delve into it. What team statistics stick out, bro?
First off, for both teams, man, the free throws, man, I couldn't believe that shit. Like, it was all these free throws. Q is crazy. But, they show love to both sides as far as that. But, man, the Wizards took 36 free throws and we took 32. That was wild. And them only hitting 64% of them, that definitely was a shocker. We usually be doing some crazy shit like that, man. But we hit 84% of ours out of 32. That's pretty good. But obviously, we all know this game was the turnovers, man. I know we got 24 points off of turnovers, but we did most of that damage damn near in the first half, Q. And we at halftime, we only had like maybe 3 turnovers, so them 11 we got was like in garbage time and, them kind of putting guys out there and not going with our regular rotations. So that kind of tell the story. Obviously, you can look at the rebounding too. It was we had 52 rebounds. They had 45. So, that's also a big plus. A lot of times when we have wins, I know we win the rebound battle sometimes and still lose the game, but damn near every win we have, we usually win in that category. That's part of who we are, part of our identity. We don't usually give up a lot of second chance points. Minnesota basically did that to us and embarrassed us in that way. And before Minnesota, I believe it was another team. You remember who that was, Q, that embarrassed us with all those second chance points and offensive rebounds? and I
Wasn't
believe
that,
we had a similar
wasn't
impact.
that
We came out.
Minnesota? I want to
That was
say.
Minnesota both times.
I want to say what. Well, you said Minnesota already, didn't you?
Yeah, Minnesota did
I
it.
forgot
That was
who
the
the other
game
one.
before last. You know, they pretty much embarrassed us, ran us out the building, man. And I think this is a very, very strong positive sign. The fact that not only did we address that and answer that by winning, but we went and we dominated. I think that means a lot for you to get blowed out and then you go out and blow out the next team. You know what I mean? And the Wizards is a pretty damn good team. It ain't like these people some pushovers, but obviously something we do bothers them because let's be honest, the game we lost against the Wizards, we could have got them that game too. Q, we gave that one away, but we handled business today, bro. And turnovers, along with us hitting our free throws. And I say, let me see what other stat will stick out to me is the assists, my brother. We had 13 steals, 11 turnovers today, 19, and 33 assists. So we had 33 assists and 11 turnovers. Man, you could look all over the NBA, Q, and you probably, man, you could look at a million games, bro. And if you see a team with 33 assists and 11 turnovers, like 99.9% of the time, they probably going to win that game, man. I'm sure there's some anomaly out there somewhere. But if you're able to dish the ball like that and you're able to not turn it over, it's a recipe for success every time.
Yeah, true indeed, man. Appreciate you, Nola Dankin. What's happening, my brother? Appreciate
Nola
you.
Dankin,
With the
what's
super chat, my
happening?
brother. Much love to Nola Dankin and the fam on this one. Much love. Appreciate you guys for being in the building. Happy Thanksgiving to the fam, to the flock, baby. We in the building. Nola Dankin, thank you, my brother.
Happy
Appreciate
Turkey
you.
Day to y'all.
Thank you, Tasha, baby. Appreciate you. Have a
Right,
blessed
Tasha.
Thanksgiving, QDC, and the family. Same to you and my dog, Big Sean, and the entire family over there, Tasha. Thank you, baby. Appreciate y'all as well. So much love. All right, and the reality at the end of the day, DC, like True saying, "What's up, True?" He says 72 points in the first half. That's what's up.
What up?
So yeah, that is big. But like Willie, remember what Coach Willie was saying, man, about playing for each other, kind of spills into that love doctrine. But Coach really had to really get pissed, show a different side of himself to the team to make them understand we got to shake y'all out of this malaise that we're going through right now. And the team was basically sleepwalking. Of course, we didn't get the Minnesota what matchup? What was it? A day ago? Because I was in the process of moving, so I couldn't get that game. But I ain't missed nothing. Y'all ain't missed nothing. But I mean, it just so happened that we pounced back right up on the
we pick a game to miss, bro. That is the one. We go sit up here and act like that shit ain't exist, Q. That's probably the worst Pelicans game I've seen. I don't know since when, bro.
Tell them I say what's up, Jerry. Yeah, this was something, man. But the reality is the Pelicans played really well in this game. And then, of course, the question would be moving forward is can they sustain the success and move on, man, and continue to build upon this, because this is something that they hadn't been able to do. So to see if Coach Willie's message is actually sticking, we'll have to figure out if they can carry this 25-point win into the matchup against Utah in the day. So we'll see how that all shakes. Let's get into
that'll be the ultimate test there, bro. The Utah game, because we can beat Utah now. Like we done it before. So if they lay an egg there, bro, we know that message ain't hit all the way home. They should compete. It's always a toss up with Utah, family. Like, you know, we might get one, they might get one. We play them. I think we play them back to back. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we do. Both in their building.
It'd be kind of wait, what?
You heard me. Back to back in their building.
What type of bullshit is this?
It don't matter.
We got to have the most tore up schedule. But anyway, moving on, bro. We let
then
that slide.
Then you go to the Clippers in their building.
Come on, Q. Don't keep compounding it on, bro. That's not right.
It's the schedule, my friend.
One game at a time, bro. That's my motto right now, Q. We know we got about 8 tough games in front of us, because I don't want to keep hearing you say that shit, bro. We can't lose this hope and faith we got right now. We need a little bit of the hopium. Well, I know you don't want us to do it, but
I'm not.
Might have to get high off a little bit of it right now.
I'm not. Let me tell you something. I'm not smoking the hopium, the dopium, the ropium, whatever you're talking about.
You need a little bit of it, Q.
No, sir, we do not. We don't need any of that crap.
Just a little hit.
No, we don't need none of that, DC. And in any of your
just a little
recreational
bit.
activities, we don't need none of that, my
Just
brother.
just a little bit. But nah, bro. On a serious note, one game at a time, man. Because we got some tough opponents, bro. And I just like to stay in the moment, man. Because when we look at that little 8-game run, bro, I mean, it's very hard to look at knowing what the Pelicans coming from and what our record is. But these guys have a tendency to kind of surprise you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Teams
do.
you think they're supposed to beat, they lose to, and teams you think they're gonna lose to, they win sometimes. So nobody saw the Clippers
Thank you,
game
Ted.
coming. I'm pretty sure a lot of people wrote them off again with the Wizards this time. Especially after the Timberwolves game. So I wouldn't be mad at people for thinking they was gonna lose after what they showed against the T-Wolves the other night. But they rose to the occasion, and I'm hoping they can do the same with Utah. And it's perfect that Brandon Ingram got it going right now, Q, because he loved to show up for that Utah Jazz game, man. So we might be in for something special again.
Yeah, well, and also we have actually a decent center. No disrespect to Steven Adams, we got a offensive center to go at Rudy Gobert that's skilled. So I mean, it'd be interesting to see how Gobert matches up with Valanciunas. So how about that? That changes the dynamic a lot.
What about the backup center dynamic, bro? Go ahead, because I'm gonna get that one to you. I ain't even gonna harp on it too much because you been tooting your own horn with that, bro. Saying, where is Billy? Where is Billy? Where is Willie? Willie and Willie. Willie show Willie some love and put him in the game.
Man,
bro. What you
Billy,
feel about that, man?
Bro, you heard me. I mean, I've been saying that for a while because Jackson's. And I got the reporters writing articles. I seen a reporter write an article on it and did a very fantastic job on it, talking about Jackson Hayes. And I mean, he was taken 8th overall in that draft, and he has not consistently delivered an offense. He has really no skill set except for the alley oops that he catch. You don't have a consistent jumper,
You don't think
mid-range
that's
shot.
part of us doing that to him?
Well,
That's
I
all
mean,
his fault.
I don't know, DC. I think in this current NBA, most of the bigs know that they have to develop a jump shot, bro. I mean, that's where the game is kind of moving. He fits the dynamic as a modern center. He's very athletic. He can move and run. He has to work on. He has to get a little bit more patient. He has a lot of positives. Like he leads the NBA and soft. What you call them, DC picks.
That's you, bro. You said it, man. I forgot how you phrased it, bro. What you said that boy said?
He
said,
sets
what type of picks?
impatient picks.
Impatient picks. That's what it was. He's the league leader in impatient picks.
He leads the league in impatient picks. He leads the league in. It's a lot of positive stuff that Jackson does well. He leads the league in impatient picks. DC he leads the league in parachute jumps. I mean, he's a paratrooper, bro. But unfortunately, he couldn't jump his ass into the game. But anyway, listen. DC, now I'm just messing with Jackson. But it's Billy. But listen,
pogo sticking, huh?
bro. Listen, the man's a paratrooper. He was born for it, bro.
Man,
he just got to get that. Dude, just look up at the end. Jackson jumping. He looking at the clock. Jackson jumping in front of. Dude, I was just looking at the clock. Oh, my bad. You never can tell. But Jackson's good, man. He on the bench right now where he belongs. He's watching the game. Hopefully he start developing that. But Billy Hernan Gomez, like I told you, is a skilled dude, man. He's a skilled dude. So let's look at some of the individuals, DC, and we'll talk more about that. Ingram led the day. That's why he on the thumbnail, man. 26 points in 32 minutes. BI was very efficient in the game. 9 of 15 at the field. He 1 of 3 from downtown, but he was 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Finished with 26 points. He had a plus 21 DC on the night. Very good for him. 5 rebounds, 3 assists in the matchup for BI, leading the way. Big V in lower minutes, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists for Big V in 24 minutes of action. Very low minutes. And Billy picked up and kept it going. 7 of 18 for Big V finish in the matchup. So you heard Coach Willie was very excited, very happy that he's not wearing Big V out. And of course, Josh Hart had 16 points as well as the third leading scorer on the team in 32 minutes. He was efficient as well. 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. Perfect from the charity stripe, 5 of 5. 16, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for him in the matchup. And of course, he had a couple of steals as well for Josh Hart, who plays. His name is his game, baby. And of course, Graham coming in 21 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Had a plus 11 on the night for him, 12 points and just an assist and a rebound for Deontay Graham in the game. And of course, you've seen Herb in 30 minutes do his thing. 7 rebounds, 3
that's the
assists, 4
formula, Q.
steals, 4 rebounds. Yeah, Herb Jones
might have to lead the team, lead the team in minutes, bro. That's the formula right
yeah,
there.
30 keep him out there. 30 minutes for Herb, 4 points. He had a +9 on the plus minus, 4 steals, 3 assists. He just does it all, man. They're helping a lot of stuff. Also, you just don't see when he challenged these shots and put hands in these people's face. He was running that Bill. Bill hit some very difficult shots. He's just a terrific player. And of course, off the bench, you see the Pelicans did what they did. DC, Bill and Hernan Gomez in them extra minutes. Billy, 22 minutes, DC, and we said it. Give him an opportunity, DC. He will give you minutes. Remember, he played like 6 minutes.
Always productive, man.
Yeah, he played like 6 minutes and had 6 points with like 5 rebounds. How you get that many shits up in that in 6 minutes of you remember that in the previous like several games ago?
Yeah, I mean, look at him tonight. He got 22. Man,
and he got
4 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. He done went got it with 3 steals.
He was a plus 14 in the plus minus. Man, 13 points for him, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 4 assists, 7 rebounds in 22 minutes of action. He was 4 of 8 from the field. Even hit a 3-pointer. He was 4 of 6 from the charity stripe as well. 13 points and 7 rebounds for Billy Hernan Gomez to help off the bench. And of course, NAW in 24 minutes of action, 12 points. He was 5 of 11 from the field. He hit 2 of 2 from downtown. Smart shooting by NAW, not too much. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for him, and the plus 14 for him as well. So of course, and then 8 points from Trey Murphy on the back end, 3 for 3 in 5 minutes. He was filling it up.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, he got hot real quick. Hopefully that can carry on because we can definitely use his shooting. But overall, the Pelicans, a very good effort by the Pelicans as a team as they take it. So DC, let's talk about the individual. Talk to us about which players in particular you got that you've seen.
I'm gonna start off at the bottom, dog, because we started from the bottom. Now we here. You know what I mean? So right. I'm gonna start with Billy, man. Billy Hernan Gomez, bro. That was a huge game for him. Being that our biggest problem with this team is our bench. So he finally gets called up, which I think he got called up last game, but they ain't turned out so good. So we're gonna harp on this game. But he gets 22 minutes, bro. And like you said, all his stats, bro. Look at all that he gave you, man. Look at all of that he gave you, Q. In 22 minutes. On top of that,
what's up,
he
Lex?
gives Jonas Valanciunas time to rest. So Valanciunas only played 24 minutes, Q. I don't think since Valanciunas has been in the Pelicans uniform, bro, he's been able to play 24 minutes. Wins included, bro. I don't think he's ever played that amount of minutes. Like a lot of these back-to-backs and these one game and a game after another, you never have 2-day breaks in between. Man, that's important, bro. And Valanciunas is going to be coming up against Rudy Gobert. Like, he need that rest.
Oh, yeah, that's a battle between them two big skill. Well, Valanciunas is a lot more offensively skilled than him, but it'll be a battle of offense versus defense because Rudy Gobert is one of the best bigs.
It'll be a battle of foul trouble to me, Q, because his number one goal playing the Jazz should be to get Rudy Gobert in foul trouble. That would tremendously help our team.
Yeah, that would definitely help us indeed. Let's look. Also, let me add this before you move on. Staying on the Jackson Hayes thing. Early in the show, we started off.
Jackson who?
Jackson Hayes.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about.
Paratrooper.
The best.
The paratrooper. Okay.
Yeah, paratrooper.
We flying high now. He might be able to do a lot of paratrooping, but he got to do it from the sideline.
But this is the thing. I noticed with the report asks a splendid question. I just love the Pelican reporters. We need to take them and move them over to the Saints side of things.
Between me and Jackson.
But that's right. You asked him about the question. He did not answer the question about Jackson Hayes. Well, listen. I mean, it don't take.
That's a smart decision, but
that is with in-house. I'm talking. I'm not going to put that out here. But Jackson knows what he has to do. He's been through this before.
Can't call him a paratrooper.
Billy Hernan Gomez is a lot more skilled than Jackson. It shows. The numbers tonight was much needed. I mean, when Big V went down, there wasn't a vacuum there wasn't a black hole in the center of the court. There was actually a smart center play from the second string center for the Pelicans. Meaning, I'm not saying that Jackson wasn't smart, but it's an obvious difference when Billy
Right.
Hernangomez is out there getting offensive, offensive rhythm going and passing the ball, blocking, doing all these things that Jackson simply struggles to do offensively speaking. Defensively, he does make an impact when he's on time. But far too often, I was seeing Jackson out of phase on things, But Willie spoke about that. So Jackson, man, DC, once again, he has to figure out a way to unseat Billy Hernangomez, and I don't think that's going to be very easy. But anyway,
Well,
comment on that, then get back to what you were saying.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: physical gifts. We all know how talented Jackson Hayes is, man. The brother's physically gifted. He can run the damn floor, amazing for his size. Jump out the gym, especially say he's a tall guy. But when you get to skill, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say you don't have no talent. That would be a lie. But when you get to actual skill, there's no match between him and Billy Hernangomez. And I think one of the reasons Billy Hernangomez has been on this team so long, not just the fact that he's productive, but he plays the game the right way.
He knows what he's doing.
Knows how to play. Yeah, he's nowhere near as physically gifted as Jackson Hayes, but he's gonna give you way better production. And I feel like the Pelicans, and he's a great teammate. Everybody loves him. I follow him on Twitter. He's always posting positive stuff, even through the hard times. I thought they figured maybe he could help to grow Jackson Hayes, but after all of this time, man, it's obvious, Jackson ain't learning, I guess, enough from him. I'm sure he's learning some stuff, but he's not learning enough and picking it up enough. And I think Billy Hernangomez is getting these minutes right now and forcing Jackson Hayes to watch again will ignite a fire in him as usual and allow him to pay attention to the details that he needs to, man. I mean, the brother, he needs some work. You could tell he's new to playing basketball. It's still that same thing. So, but if he can ever put just the fundamentals together, he don't have to do everything we see Billy Hernangomez do, but fundamental things like in certain mistakes he just can't make. And he has to find a way to utilize his abilities. Billy Hernangomez is going to show him because he ain't got nowhere near the physical gifts of Jackson Hayes, but look what he did tonight, man. So shout out to Billy Hernangomez, man. I wouldn't say he's an unsung hero. I think we all know here, but maybe a team who watches on a national level, if they're looking at us beating the Wizards, they probably wouldn't blink twice at Billy Hernangomez. But that's a hell of an adjustment by Willie Green. We've been calling for it. Luckily, it didn't take for somebody to get injured for him to finally do it, and it paid dividends tonight. Moving on, man, shout out to Willie for shaking up that starting lineup too. I like the fact that he's constantly been trying stuff. Well, I don't think he need to try nothing no more till Zion get back. Big Guillory, tweeted it. I like this tweet, man, and retweeted it. He said he think this should be the lineup till Zion get back, and I can't agree with him more, man. I mean, look at what they did tonight, man. This ignited from defense. It turned into 72 points in the first half. So it made them play with faster. You know what I mean? They didn't look as stagnant. It wasn't all that dribbling going on. Biot playing off ball, you know what I mean, was an amazing thing. Got him 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, steal, and get this, Q. This is the most important stat for BI. All that other shit, you could throw it away. 0 turnovers. BI been having 4 to 5 to 6 turnovers every game. They've been putting a lot of pressure on him. They've been running at him with buku people. Well, guess what? Y'all watched the game. Y'all heard Antonio Daniels counting his dribbles every time.
Yep.
BI did not allow them to double team because when he got the ball, he was 0.5, baby. He was shooting, passing, or driving it every time he touched it, man. Excellent game by BI. Excellent adjustment by him. Great growth and maturity, man, and basketball intelligence on the basketball floor, as he would say. This is good, for him, man. If he can continue to play like this, not only will he be deadly with Zion, if he could play like this, the Pelicans will be deadly until Zion get back. Because 60% shooting, bro, 26 points on 15 shots and no turnovers. Man, that's a recipe for success every goddamn night, Q.
I know I like it, man, a lot, man. This is a major plus, to be honest with you.
Right.
It really is. This is up to the Pelicans, and like we're saying, man, this was a very good win, 25-point win, and in the big boys, the big players, all contributed well, and the bench had a good solid outing.
They did.
And tinkering with things, allowing Valanciunas to be impactful with those less amount of minutes, and then having production from a big off the bench like Billy Hernan Gomez doing his thing. So I mean, I just think about it. Trey Murphy, sooner or later it'll be time for Trey Murphy, who's been struggling a little bit. He got on today quickly at the back end of the game. We seen even a little Najee Marshall trying to work his way in there. So I mean, it's some stuff here, man, for real, that the Pelicans, and I just finally want to see if they can learn and take this momentum of this 25-point win. Coach Willie was pissed off after that Minnesota loss.
Rightfully
He
so,
really
man.
was. He was pissed off about that. I mean, I would be too. I mean, you're out there coaching your ass off, and these guys will learn the game, and then they get a lobotomy the next game and forget everything I told them about. And you got to keep going through this cycle over and again. We got to retain what we picked up from the prior game and take it into the next. That's how we're gonna create these strain wins. So,
and Big Q, guess what, bro? Because you know about this number, 21, bro. We one game away from 21 games. So in 21 games, they should understand the system right now. That's more than enough time, or 20 games, for them to get those habits down, to understand what the coach is trying to do, right?
This is true.
So tonight, what we saw, obviously they're not going to be able to play this great every night, but I think this is more of an outlier of things to come. I don't think this game is just a flash in the pan. And I believe that because we saw these guys actually being able to implement the offense that coach has been trying to get them to do the whole season. They finally grasping it, man. A couple of times we see them go away from passing, or honestly look like the Wizards ratcheted their defense up a little bit and made them harder for them to get those little passes, and they started having some turnovers there. But man, when they don't dribble, bro, when they don't dribble, like when we don't like to see BI, man, it's almost like this clock in my head with BI. He take like 4 or 5 dribbles. I'm like, pass. I don't want to see it, because it don't never end well.
It's a recipe for disaster, man.
Right.
Is what it is, man. So you're right. But yeah,
let me get these two more guys I want to give a shout out, bro, and we can go ahead and move on. Number one, bro, gotta give a shout out to the big dog, Josh Hart, bro. Man, NAW, we hoping he, make that turn. He could be the starter this whole time, Q. We should have. It's supposed to be Josh Hart the whole time, Q. This is our starting shooting guard. It has been.
He's ready for
Probably
it too.
Always should have been.
Yeah.
And we just overlooked it because of his I wouldn't say poor 3-point shooting, but it was very average, almost below average. So we need shooting around Zion and this and that. Man, this dude does so many things to make that shit so irrelevant. It don't even matter. And he's actually shooting the 3-ball pretty good this year. So
yeah. He's shooting it almost 38% this year.
This is our guy, man. As much as I would like to see NAW make that leap, and I know he's talented, NAW is gonna have to play that 6-man role, bro. And Big V, quick mention with him. Big V do what Big V does. 21-11, bro. 7 rebounds. Well, 21-11 rebounds, 4 assists. Sheesh. Gotta get them turnovers down. He got 3 turnovers. But he's a little dry from 3-point line. But shout out to him. No, still strong game from Big V, man. In 24 minutes, so that's still great. But the other guy I want to shout out, other than Josh Hart, and we know his stats. Josh Hart was 16, 7, 4 gate, 2 steals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And tons of heart. We need a category for heart. He had about 10 of them, 10 heart plays. But my other guy, man, is Herb Jones, dude. I mean, you look at it, it's only 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. But man, when I tell you them 4 steals, bro, just a tone setter, Q. And he probably could have had 6 or 7. There's a couple of times he got steals and he just wasn't able to keep the ball in bounds. You know what I mean? Herb does everything other than score. Scoring is the only thing he's not doing, man. And
he got hard plays too. If you want to talk about Josh Hart playing hard, this kid, both of these guys.
I'm gonna create another stat for him. I'm gonna create a stat called frustrations.
But
we need to count the frustrations that
DC,
Herb Jones calls, bro.
You're taking Josh Hart, who's shooting almost 38% from downtown, and everything that he brings. His defense, his blocks, his steals, his rebounds, and his temperament and then you put him and Straight Jacket Jones in the same lineup, and you got those guys running around in the same lineup making plays.
That too. That was very, very intelligent. I didn't even think of that, Q. I always looked at him as you could play them together, but we gotta have one for the bench and one.
To be fair, that's what a lot of the family members wanted to be balanced, which would have Herb, or have Herb in the starting lineup and Josh Hart off the bench, so you have one Hart guy there, on it. But when you put them both together, man, that's tone setters, man.
And another thing had me like that. I noticed the trend too. It only lasted for 2 games, but I noticed that it was correct because this game it didn't happen, and I see what happened to the other guy. Mm-hmm. Hayes and Kyra playing together. Them games, Kyra was playing very well. Willie Green matched him up with Herb, so he knows Kyra's game, and a lot of them points, Kyra, I think he knows how to do certain things off the ball to make Kyra comfortable. You know what I mean? And that ain't happened today. You know what I mean? But Kyra got 2 points, but he didn't get a lot of minutes either. But man, it just goes to show you the impact of that dude, bro. Herb Jones does a lot of stuff that don't necessarily still show up on the stat sheet, but it contributes to winning.
He does. He goes in there. He guards the toughest guys. He constantly frustrates them. He's always in their face. He challenges every damn shot. So you have to make a top-notch shot every damn time, which you've seen Bradley Beal knock down a few. But there are very few.
23 points on 20 shots. I mean, that ain't
horrible. But Herb Jones is gonna make you work for your offense. Ain't no doubt about it. You're gonna work to get off shots against him. He's gonna challenge every damn shot you got. And you talk about frustrations. Challenges need to be a statistic in there. How many times that you're able to challenge what they're doing, and that's what he does best. He gets in their face. So, like I said, you got Hart and Straight Jacket Jones in the same lineup. Moving NAW to the bench, man, that is awesome. Get KLJ online with that. In Billy Hernan Gomez, so some adjustments were made here that I really like.
And Herb played the second most minutes on the team, Q, other than BI. So I think that was a hell of an adjustment too, bro. Yeah, because he definitely could take it. The dude is in shape. He just ready, man. So
yeah, he's young, man.
He get it to him, man. Get it to him. Let him be out there. We don't need him. I
like that.
He's doing everything we
need.
I
like that. Saints Zone says Tony Allen stuff. Herb amazing.
Yeah, great comment. That's an excellent comparison.
That's a great.
He might be a little taller than Tony though. Well, Tony was like 6'5", right?
6'4", 6'5", or somewhere along up in there.
Played like about down at 7 feet,
but I like that. I like that defensive comparison because Tony would knock down the shot on your ass too, but Herb's getting there. But listen. Yeah, that was
might be able to pass up Tony, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a great comp, man. Great comp. All right, so fam, let's move on, DC. Let's get on up into to what the Jets got. I mean the Jets. The Jazz. Let me move on with that one. Give me a second. Let me get it set up because I know for a fact that we got a lot of stuff going on with the Jazz, man.
Did they lose tonight against the Thunder? It was tied close at halftime, if I remember correctly.
Let me see here.
Give us a little idea of who we're going to be playing on Friday.
Mitchell, late versus Jazz, hold off. Thunder beat them 110 to 105. So, yeah, they did win. Okay. 110 to 104. They beat the Grizzlies tonight. Everybody beating the Grizzlies.
They played the Thunder. The Jazz.
The Thunder, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know what I'm thinking about the Grizzlies.
Because they lose. You got that everybody beating them part, right?
There you go.
They coming
All right.
back down. Everybody was all on their high hopes. I knew that shit wasn't gonna last.
Yeah, 2 days from now, fam, the 26th, we have the Jazz coming up. We got to go to Utah for back-to-back matchups with them at the Vivint Arena there. And of course, the Jazz are 12-6 overall and 6-3 in their home building there. And, you know, we got that starts the first of 4 contests where we have to get at the Jazz. And the Jazz are top, as you can see in the Northwest Division, they're 12-6, 2 games ahead of Portland, who are on a 4-game winning streak. So anyway, Big V is the top leader points wise. Actually, it's Bi who's leading the team in scoring right now. But rebounds is Valanciunas 12.5. Graham with the assist at 5.1. Donovan Mitchell is the top scorer for the Jazz, 24 flat a game, shooting 87% from the charity line, 43.1% from the field. Big Rudy averaging 15 rebounds per contest. And of course, Mike Conley, the former Grizzly guard there, averaging just 5.6 points. Assists per game in 28.4 minutes. And of course, you see our little injury list right there. Only Williamson is still out. Jazz is showing no players currently on the injury list. And of course, we talked about the Thunder. The Jazz were able to top the Thunders after losing to the Grizzlies by 1. And of course, the Pelicans get a win tonight, moving on to face the Jazz. So we'll celebrate a little bit. And you can see the matchup indicator doesn't give the Pelicans much of a chance, less than 12% chance that they'll do anything with the Jazz. These two teams get together. It's a knockdown drag out. It's always good basketball. The difference is in this matchup, DC, in this rendition of it taking on the Jazz, we have a skilled big that we can bring in there. And we have some guys who will fight your ass for every possession in Josh Hart and Herb Jones, and look like we're ironing out finally the bench. So, I mean, this is positive stuff right here. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, Willie, I was about to say Willie Herman Gomez, but I meant Willie Green is the architect behind ironing out that bench, man. I thought it was very masterful how he mixed and matched Ingram and Valanciunas and kind of the way he subbed people out and subbed them in. I mean, in the second half, I saw him just go with like the whole unit, you know, all at one time for the bench. That shit fell to shit. It fell to shit. But the way he did it in the first half was strategically taking certain guys out and getting them in, playing Herb extra minutes. A lot of that contributed to the bench being a lot better. Billy Herman Gomez obviously helped a lot, and NAW being a lot smarter but still aggressive. You know, I mean, he wasn't super efficient. He had some turnovers and stuff, but a lot of the shots he was taking, they still were better shots. Like at least 4 or 5 of his shots, I know, you know, he probably should have made them. They were open, decent shots. He didn't jack up a bunch of them from the 3-point line. So we keep that type of play up on the bench, man. We can compete with a Utah, but it's gonna be a tall order, man. I mean, Mike Conley is the guy to me that I'm afraid of. I know I'm supposed to be afraid to Donovan Mitchell, but I think if we do a good job on Mitchell, then like it's almost impossible for us to do a good job on both of those guys. Like then you got Bogdanovich too. You got to worry about,
sitting on the side, ready to hit them shots,
right? And then you're handling them, and you think they good, then they just do a substitution and throw Jordan Clarkson out there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So this is gonna be a tough one, man. We definitely gonna have to do a lot better with our 3-point defense, perimeter defense in this one, because that's gonna be huge. They're a team that they could kill you. They can kill you from 3-point line, and they gonna hop that ball around, man. They gonna play how Willie is trying to get us to play, man. They gonna pass the ball, make the ball work, and have you running all around. So, and Mike Conley is a hell of a 3-point shooter. We know what Donovan Mitchell does. That's self-explanatory. So we got Herb and Josh Hart. Maybe we can do that, but then you still got to watch out for Bogdanovich. You know what I mean?
And Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles is another guy. Then you got you got Rudy down on the post. You can't. I forgot about Rudy Gay. I was talking about the other Rudy Gobert. You got to give him some attention in the post. You can't just let them dump the ball into him. He'll score.
Well, this is the reason why these guys have 12 wins on the year.
They're talented, bro. Well constructed.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, that synergy's been there for years, man. Those guys have been playing together for years. You got Donovan as the scorer, the guy there. You got Mike Conley, a very smart point guard that
He know when to
facilitates very
score and when to
well.
facilitate. I
Yeah,
wish we had him on our team, Q. I've been
Yeah.
one. I wanted Mike Conley as soon as Memphis was stupid enough
They
to let him
wasn't-
go.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was like, why would you? Because y'all got Morant. He can play with Morant. Like, he's an intelligent player. But,
They
you know,
wanted to move beyond them. They wanted a new
Yeah.
era of basketball in Memphis. So
I
Conley
know, but
was making a
he's
lot of
winning-
bread,
He's a
and he was
winning
hurt.
player, though, man.
Yeah, no, he spent a lot of time hurt for him. DC and people got tired of that. shit, man.
Every time he played, they won.
They did when he was
And I
healthy.
don't think that shit is a coincidence.
Nah, he knows what he's doing with the ball, no doubt about it. But Mitchell, you got Bogdanovich, the shooter you spoke of, averages 17 points a game. Clarkson comes off the bench, gets 25 minutes of contest, 15 points from him. Conley averaging 14, but facilitates 5.6 as the team lead. And of course, other guys that can get it going. Rudy Gay averaging 8 points a game. You look at Royce O'Neal averaging almost 31 minutes a game, DC, giving you
Royce
8
O'Neal?
points. Royce O'Neal. Giving
Probably
you
all of them come on damn 3-pointers, probably with Royce O'Neal.
He averages 8 points a game and gives you about almost 5 rebounds per contest. And Hassan Whiteside's on the squad too, 7.6 and 7.2 in
Get
terms of
minutes?
the rebounds. Yeah, he
Get
gets
16
16
minutes.
minutes a game. And of Ingles, you see Ingles there has 25 minutes a game, 7 points shooting off there. But he
Well,
really
they got Eric Pascal too. God damn,
from
bro.
them. Yeah, they're a unique team, man.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah, it's not going to be easy to take. It never is.
Nah.
It never is easy to when you battle the Jazz, man. It's always a dogfight. I mean, we could, those people.
This is like a rivalry game, though, Q. That's the thing that has me feeling a little good every time we play the Jazz. It's always I'm a little up for that game. I always want to see it. It's always a good game, man. So it's got to be something with, I guess the team, the guys on the team, everybody, they know the history. They know that's our name. They running around with our goddamn name. So I don't know if that's what it is, just that sense of pride that guys get when they play Utah, but it's always a game, man. We could lose 10 games in a row, bro, and play Utah, and we gonna get these people a goddamn game. So much so that a couple of them, they had to cheat us to win. They cheated us one time, and I think we still win. We still won the game. Went to overtime. I think that was that 44-point game that BI dropped. You know what I mean? And they tried their best to play us out of that one. And then the next time we played them, they gave Rudy Gobert some damn foul on some tip shit with some straight bullshit, Q. But it's always theatrics.
I know.
With the Jazz,
I remember that.
And we always play them back to back. What is that shit about?
I don't know.
Why we always got to play Utah back to back?
I don't know why they couldn't bring them here.
They treat them like they're in our division or something.
It's weird, man, with the Utah thing. They do play. They get up for the Pelicans. They really do. I mean, they really do. All these games are tough. It's never a game where it's not.
This one is a little different though. The energy and everything is always. It's just it has that rivalry type feel, which is weird because they ain't even in our division. But I guess basketball be like that. It's a little different than football.
It's like a spiritual rivalry there. Going out west, looking at it's like a spirit. I can sense that because Utah, it's like the Pelicans come in, we got to play. Yeah, I get that feeling from them because they get up to play the Pelicans. They don't take you
because they know we're gonna get up to play their ass.
Well, I mean, you look at it too that you have with Gobert and all these people coming in, and the Pelicans coming off of that 25-point win. So the Pelicans riding high right now. And they're looking to see if they can carry that into this next game because the one thing they haven't shown the flock and nation is the fact that they can put together a 2-game winning streak. I mean, every win, even though we only have 4,
followed by a loss.
It's followed by multiple losses. So can they break the trend and start winning some games? Because that's something that they haven't shown us yet, and maybe that could be something that can carry the team forward. Is to get more to string together some wins here, and I think Willie's message will start to go down a lot better. So it's going to be fun.
That's right, Saint Season. My man said Utah don't know shit about jazz music. You absolutely right, man. Like
cold-blooded part about Utah, isn't it the Beehive State? Then we were known as the Pelicans. I mean the Hornets prior to being the Pelicans. My comments like crazy. we should have switched names with them. They were for it.
Name,
They wanted to sell a name. I think it was like
it was like $1 million or something.
No,
we didn't want to pay, right?
It was more than $1 million. I think
it was more than $1 million.
It was more than $1 million. It was I think he wanted between $3 to $5 million for the name. And Benson said, "Nah, that's all right."
See, my thing with that, bro, like,
So
what do you think sells better, Q? New Orleans Jazz merchandise?
the Jazz was the
Or
perfect
New
name.
Orleans Pelicans merchandise?
I say the Jazz
They
was
would
the
have
perfect
people
name.
who don't even like basketball that will
The
just
Jazz was
buy
perfect.
merchandise because of the name.
It's the colors and everything. The color, that's Mardi Gras colors that the Jazz have that they weren't.
What they have gave us, you think they would have gave us the colors and
They
everything?
gave you everything. They would have gave you everything.
Man,
He turned it down.
That was a bad move by Mr. Benson, man. I wish he would have
He was just being cheap, man. He already bought the
it's a great
semi-pro team. That's
investment
what
because whatever you put in, you would make more money.
The Pelicans name come from his semi-pro team, that is semi-pro baseball team that he had way back in the 30s and 40s, that he had nostalgia on and bought all of that old shit up. So when he had a fake contest several years ago, he said that the people chose the name Pelicans. Nobody chose the name Pelicans.
Man, I heard people talking about crawfish and all type of shit. Nobody said nothing about no Pelicans.
Nobody said nothing about no Pelicans. But he had a fake contest, and people were saying the New Orleans crew by the Jazz, all this kind of stuff. And he came in with the Pelicans, and everybody wanted the Pelicans. No, so it's a coincidence that you own the semi-pro baseball team that you used to watch as a child. You bought all that shit up, and then all of a sudden they picked the name of the. Come on, man, stop it. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is our moniker. We just gotta win with it and build a culture with it. So it's up to the team to start winning. We got to string some wins together, and we have to start with the Jazz bottom line.
Oh, no doubt, man. I definitely think we can do it because we riding high, and I think this is a perfect type of game to where we won't fall into that trap, like you said, bro. Where we go and lose. I don't think we got enough, I guess, time in the game we're coming up with to feel too good about ourselves about what happened tonight. Knowing that we play Utah, everything we saying and talking about how it feels like a rivalry game and all, man, these guys know that. They know who they playing. You know, just like the Saints, they gonna get up for that Atlanta game. Yeah, sometimes, you know, we might lose, but it's always a game. You know what I mean? So this is a good game, man. I think to keep them focused, to keep them locked in, and for them to want to be able to have that winning streak, along with the fact that you know, the news surrounding Zion. He had some more scans today. I read some more stuff, and he's not just doing one-on-ones. He's doing 3-on-3s now, Q. I know that shit don't excite you or most of us in the chat. But I see a lot of smiling and a lot of talk about him coming back and
I don't want to hear nothing about that dude right now. We need to focus on who we got on the court.
Well, that is true, but
can't help us on the court right now.
The allure of him coming back and him being close, I think, can also help to motivate our team to try harder, to get stuff together, to try to right the ship. Because if you're getting a guy like that back, and you know he coming back pretty soon, even if pretty soon is a month from now, I think there's still motivation there. And I told you, you know, Zion was in the tunnel that game. We won, dapping people up.
That was positive.
His energy, and he looks happy. Like, you know, sometimes we be pissed off, we losing, and Zion over there smiling and shit. But he looked excited, like he knows it's about to happen. Like it's that energy, bro. I think that is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of what's helping these guys get stuff together too, because when you got Zion and BI out there, man, like you got a chance to beat anybody. That's just facts. And you not winning is based on you just not doing the right shit. It ain't because you ain't got enough talent.
Yeah, I agree. I think sooner or later the message is hitting home. The man keeps saying the same nonsense all over again to the players, and it's getting frustrated to the point where it's like anybody keeps saying the same thing over and over again. It's not like he's telling them for how many games, how many different things. I mean, he's saying it's basically the same thing over and over again about defense and effort, you know, having high IQ and not having memory and focus lapse,
right?
You know, which we've been suffering from. So let's see if it sticks, because this will be a big test if we could be able to take that out. Definitely. All right, thank you, Danky, for what's happening, brother.
Thank you.
My dog Nola Danky. Thank you, my brother, for your super chat there. Appreciate you.
Man, brother, well. Always showing love, man.
Love
you for that, Nola Danky, bro. You always come through, dog. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, much love, brother Dankin, and the rest of the family members that super chatted as well. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for the rest of the family members that's joining us for the show tonight, 12 o'clock on Thanksgiving. It is now officially Thanksgiving Day today, so I mean, much love to you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic early Thanksgiving. And also, just to let you know, the Sports Coma, we will be doing the Sports Coma up early. So in a few minutes, we're gonna kick on to the Sports Coma. We will be live during the coma, breaking down the Buffalo Bills matchup. That will happen in a few minutes after we finish the Pelican post-game report. So if you're up and you can't sleep and you're just chilling, the Sports Coma and the Saints Talk is headed your way, baby. So much love. So DC, listen, bro, we got to get this win, man, to keep this positive stuff going. The Pelicans get their 4th win of the season here, man. This is a major positive, and hopefully we can keep this stuff going, man, because we really need this. They're 4-16. It's 4-16. They're 4th in the Southwest. They're I think they're a couple of games, a game and a half or so behind San Antonio, who's 4-13. So I guess my dog Sean can't really talk too much mess, being that his squad's stinking it up too. So we'll see how that all sinks. So
Right.
yeah. So with that being said, fam, listen, much love to y'all. We appreciate you guys being in the building. Please hit the like button if you hadn't hit it already. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and feel free to share the show links on your social media feed. Doesn't matter where. No, doesn't matter where it is. Please feel free to share those things. So much love to all you guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a couple of days, man, to recap that Utah matchup, by the way. And it's a back-to-back
Friday
of that one on Friday. So much love to the fam. DC, parting shots.
I ain't got none, man. I'm gonna sleep happy tonight. I can happily wear Pels gear for now. You know what I mean, without being ridiculed. It's a wonderful time, at least in these next 24 hours, to be a Pelicans fan, because that was an excellent effort they gave tonight, man. Shout out to the brothers. Hopefully we can keep it going, man. You know what I mean? We can get like DJ Khaled said, another one. You know what I mean?
And another one.
And another one.
Until we get to 500.
No. Until we get to the goddamn playoffs, Q out.
Hell, we got to get to 500 before we get to the playoffs, DC.
You're right, man. Maybe they'll just not lose no more. I'm smoking some opium.
Yeah, that's opium. That's that uncut raw opium.
Uncut opium, huh?
That's the uncut raw opium you got on there, bro.
Straight from Colombiana opium.
Straight from the dark side of Jamaica, baby. I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't know. They sell opium over there, Q.
Oh yeah, you know they do. It's three, go down the street. It's three.
I heard you over there making a little noise. You did a little opium just now.
3 hills. You go down the street. It's 3 hills. Then you make a right where they got the palm tree.
Man, you all messed up. You know where the opium come from, bro. Doc Ock.
Octopus is pretty smart, by the way.
Man, Doc Ock is the #1 seller of opium in the whole world.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. No, he is.
You don't know what I'm talking about? You gonna play? Man, come on now.
Yeah, you're right. He'll spend. Nobody that sucker spends that shit. All right, so much love to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all.
Rob saying my Jim Mora voice. Playoffs.
We got a long way to go.
We gotta win a damn game.
Man, we got a long way to go.
We can dream, Rob. We can dream, man.
A long way. The team is 4-16. They're coming off a very good win over the Wizards with Bradley Beal, which was impressive. And then, of course, 2 back-to-back matchups coming up with 26 and 27 on the road in Utah. So whatever the Pelicans gonna do, 4-6, we got a long way to go. But listen, we ain't gonna even give up, not even close. We gotta get it. So with that being said, we gonna roll up out of this thing. Much love to the fam.
Right,
Go
Flockers.
Peace.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.